going to sound a little bit like a broken record every time you come here. We're asking about defense, but it's always the issue.
Defense is always the issue until we start winning games and be on a solid win streak. At the end of the day, it comes down to defense, and that's what's causing us to lose games.
Did last night, did it feel like you guys just got pushed around? Like, did they just sort of out-physical you?
I don't think physicality had anything to do with the games. You know, you look at it, I don't think we got hurt that much on offensive glass or rebounds. At the end of the day, it came down to easy plays as far as them getting back cuts. Joakim Noah being a great facilitator out there, hitting people on backdoor cuts, and they hit some tough shots. We contested, open looks, they push the ball in transition, and they run their offense. So as far as posting us up, killing us on the glass, being a more physical team, I don't think that had anything to do with it.
I mean, you've had Atlanta's number, well, to a degree. You've had Washington's number, but then the other side, Chicago's had your number. Why are they such a tough matchup?
They just play great defense. Tom Thibodeau does a great job coaching those guys, and they just play overall great team basketball.
You had a strong performance last night. Could you just talk about what how important it is to be a facilitator off the bench?
It's just important for me to be involved on the offense and the defense, whether it's facilitating, whether it's scoring, whether it's moving the ball, whether it's setting screens, as long as I'm impacting the game in a positive way, whether or not I'm scoring. At the end of the day, as long as I see that we're playing great basketball, we're moving, we're sharing the ball, everyone's active and energetic, I'm happy.
That part was better last night, especially in the first half. The ball was moving a lot. You guys are getting a lot of open looks. I mean, you seem to have rectified that end of the game. Is the defense going to be as easy to get back to where it needs to be?
I mean, if it was, we would have done it by now. Like I always say, offense is no problem for this team. At the end of the day, it comes down to defense. Defense wins games, and for us, we got to get a lot better on the defensive end. And our offense is set. You know, we have guys who can put up countless numbers game in and game out. We have guys who can come off the bench and be good contributors to the team. So at the end of the day, it's defense. You know, defense will cause us to win games.
Has the concern level within the room gone up over the last little while because of the defensive lapses?
Concern
level.
I mean, guys are concerned as far as our play going into playoffs. As far as the concern level not going to the playoffs, you know, that's not likely, that's not happening. But as far as concern goes, getting ready, preparing for the playoffs, and trying to make a solid run and not being knocked out in the first round, yeah, I think guys are concerned.
Realistically, how long does I mean, you don't get to pick, but what would be comfortable going in with getting this fixed up and having this many games behind you where you've got it rolling a little bit?
Winning at least one game. I don't know how many more games we have left before playoffs, but at least winning one. You know, not going in 0-13. You know, but just whether we go in 0-13 or not, as long as we see an improvement on the defensive side, as long as we communicate, as long as we talk, as long as we fix the problem to a certain degree prior to going into playoffs, you know, I'll be totally happy with that.
Has the communication improved a bit?
Yeah, I think it has. You know, guys were talking last game. You know, we can always improve on that. We can always talk better. There can be 5 guys on the floor talking rather than just 1 or 2. So improvement in the talking and the communication on the court has gotten better, you know, since this horrible losing streak or performance by us has started. But I think guys are starting to talk more. I think guys are starting to communicate more. I think guys are being more active on the defense end as far as voicing their opinions and, you know, trying to talk and communicate with each other.